3 losses now for you. You came here with high hopes. I imagine this is going to hurt quite a bit.
Yeah, obviously that dream that we came here with is now over, which is obviously incredibly disappointing. You know, everyone's obviously hurting and quite emotional about it. But look, we got 2 more games to go on, and that's where the focus needs to switch to now. Look, we obviously came here with a goal in mind, and we've not been able to achieve that, and it hurts and it sucks. But yeah, we ain't going to stop.
What do you think's been the biggest difference between the 2 sides?
I think just the constant execution. If you look at it in that, I think Australia's just been able to execute things on a much more consistent basis than us, both with the ball, with the bat and in the field. And, you know, this game of cricket, it is based on how you bat, how you bowl and how you field. And they've been able to outdo us, you know, on a much higher level. We showed it in passages in these first 3 games, and again, you know, this week thought, you know, we did incredibly well to take it to where we did to on this 4th innings, and you know, I thought we were on for another heist this morning when Jamie and Will were playing so well. But look, yeah, it's, you know, we can do what we came here to do, but look, there's some good stuff to take out of this game.
It feels like you have to expect the unexpected with your side. Whenever your back's against the wall, it feels like you come out and put a performance in. 435 is what you needed, and you nearly got there. But it feels like when you are in front, it's just maintaining that pressure and that momentum going forward.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I think, you know, looking back on this game, losing the toss and going into bowl and keeping Australia to an under-par score, which we thought, and then not being able to respond in the way that we wanted to with the bat when we knew that we had a great opportunity to be able to go and put a big score on the board. And then to fight back the way that we did with the ball yesterday morning, to take 6 for 60 or something like that. And look, we were confident that, you know, we had a very, very good chance of being able to chase this down because we knew how good of a wicket it was. There was obviously going to be challenges that were presented to us, and you know, we dealt with them pretty well in passages. And then, yeah, look, obviously losing those 3 wickets at the back end of that day yesterday obviously set us back a bit. But look, all the stuff from last week around the stuff, you know, that I wanted to see a bit more from the team, I can definitely say I've seen that this week. Some of the guys lower down the order, I thought stuck in and showed that courage and fight and responsibility that I was asking for. Yes, we've been on the wrong side of the result, but I think we can take a lot from this game into the remaining 2 games. And I think we've learned a lot about ourselves as a team as well.
You've shown a lot of loyalty in your players, and that is an admirable quality, but do you think that it's cost you at times in this series?
Oh, no, I think, you know, we've all done that to ourselves, really, as opposed to any individual. You know, like, we've not been consistent or relentless enough, even though it's a word that I don't quite like to use. But yeah, our execution just hasn't been anywhere near good enough to be able to come to Australia here and you know, compete with these guys. And I think at the moment the scoreline reflects that. But yeah, we got 2 more games. We've got so much to play for. We aren't going to, you know, just fall over and let this series play out. We're going to leave absolutely everything out there on the field that we do. You know, we've got people coming over here, you know, to come and watch these last 2 games. We've got so much more to play for, and yeah, we're gonna give absolutely everything for these last 2 games.
You've had some pretty amazing support from the Barmy Army as well, especially over on the hill. Enjoy the next few days off. Have a good Christmas, and see you in Melbourne.
Thanks very much.